not unusual for companies to reward customers who do business with them or use their services.
So people here in the Valley, they're complaining that a local windshield company promised rewards, but they never came through. So they contacted 3 on Your Side's Gary Harper for help.
Well, these consumers all tell 3 on Your Side that the windshield company promised them a dinner voucher along with a $120 rebate check if the consumers would do business with them. Well, the dinner vouchers came through, but those rebate checks never did. Sarah Perkins says while driving her truck back in July, something chipped her windshield and a crack developed.
It started at just above the wind wiper.
Once the crack spread, Sarah shopped around to get it fixed and came across a business called A&E Auto Glass. In fact, here's one of their advertisements found online.
And here at A&E Auto Glass, we want you to show us your cracks.
According to Sarah, A&E Auto Glass had an incentive that was kind of too good for her and her husband to pass up.
The company was offering a free dinner and a $120 rebate, so he contacted them.
Sarah had A&E Auto Glass replace her windshield, and as a result, she received her dinner voucher. However, she says the company failed to come up with that $120 rebate that it promised, and she's been fighting 6 months to get it.
This is costing us more than $120 just in our time.
Turns out Sarah's not the only consumer having trouble getting that $120 kickback promised by A&E Auto Glass.
Yeah, my front windshield, driving down the freeway, got a rock chip, and then it went all the way across here.
Last May, Melanie Almaderas says she also had A&E Auto Glass replace her windshield after being promised a $120 rebate. But 6 months later, she's still waiting for that money.
If they promised to do something, they didn't. And I know that a lot of other people are also not receiving what they were promised.
And more than a dozen other consumers have contacted 3 on Your Side, all complaining about the exact same issue with A&E Auto Glass. So what's the company have to say?
We want to make it right. Absolutely.
Eric Solheim owns the company and says he understands his customers' frustration. However, he claims there's an explanation. Eric says crooks accessed his company's bank account, wiping out thousands of dollars, leaving little to no money to pay customers those rebates.
And what happened was there's some bad guys out there that reproduced our checks with our account number and routing number on the bottom of the checks.
To prove his point, Solheim also shared copies of some of the fraudulently reproduced rebate checks.
We've had at one point somebody wrote themselves a check for over $10,000.
Solheim says his bank eventually reimbursed him for his losses, and as of now, he tells 3 on Your Side that he's trying to make good on all of those promised rebates. As a matter of fact, Sarah says after 3 on Your Side's involvement, she finally got her $120 check. As for all the other consumers who say they're waiting, Solheim says it will take some time.
We're working every single day to get caught up on any rebate situation every day. We're working hard and catching up further and further. We should have that all cut up very soon.
Well, since 3 on Your Side's involvement, about a half dozen consumers tell 3 on Your Side that they did get their rebate checks totaling more than $800. There's a lot of other consumers, though, say they are still waiting on their rebate checks. 3 on Your Side will stay on top of this and let you know exactly if everybody gets paid. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on Your Side.